Oh, hi, it's your old buddy Zoo, and I had something waiting for me when I got back from CES. Is it a new handheld? Not really. It's the 34XX. And hey, dummy, I hear you saying, didn't you review this twice? Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I did. But this one's a new color. Glacier. Ooh. And it just so happens to be the same color as one of my original Game Boy Advances. Look at that. So today, we're going to take this out, and I'm going to let you have a look to see if this latest nostalgia bomb is enough to finally break down your walls and make you pull out your wallet. So, without further ado, let's take a look. Okay, so here we have the 34XX, the Glacier model. And there's nothing different about it than the previous models. Same exact layout, the buttons feel exactly the same, everything's in the same spot. Nothing is different except the color. And of course, this is modeled after the Glacier color, which was one of the original Game Boy Advance colors. So here we have the original Game Boy Advance and the 34XX. Let me clean off the screen here. Almost exactly the same size. Gary, put the difference on the screen. The differences are like within the tolerance of a millimeter or two. So just looking at it and feeling it, you're going to assume it is the same exact size. So we're just going to say basically the same exact size. Everything is in the same exact position. And the color matching, it's not 100%, but this is old. I've had this for a long time. The gray on the sides is getting a little bit yucky. You can see that the start and select buttons are definitely yellowed. This plastic here is yellowed a little bit. It's not as vibrant as it once was. It's got some pen marks on the back. So if you really look at the two and you're like, oh my God, I gotta tell, is this off by like one hex color value? Yeah, I mean, it probably is off slightly. But to the naked eye, it is close enough, man. It looks really close. And just in every single way, it mirrors it, down to the fact that you have your SD cards in the back here, and that's where your game went. The only thing that could make it even more realistic is some sort of Game Boy Advance decal or bezel or something here, but I guarantee you they'd get sued for sure if they started putting the actual Game Boy Advance thing on there. But I mean, man alive, this sucker looks genuine. Up here, you have your anbernic information, where you normally have your barcode and your Game Boy Advance sticker. That's kind of scuffed. I got to clean that up. But I mean, even the screw holes are in the same exact location. The lanyard is in the same exact location. It's amazing. I won't beleaguer it too much because I've already done 2 videos on this, but suffice to say, it feels the same, it looks the same, and for this particular model, the color is almost identical. It is close enough, man. That's what I'll tell you. It is close enough. I cannot get over just how effortlessly they have duplicated this. The power button's in the same spot, headphone jack's in the same spot, volume's in the same spot, everything, man. And of course, here's the Indigo. I've had this for, 3 or 4 weeks now. I've beaten a couple games on it, and I'm halfway through Mother 3. I think some of the nostalgia has worn off. I will tell you the D-pad is not perfect when it comes to platformers. So I played Metroid Fusion on here, and by the end, I was getting a little frustrated with the inaccuracy of the D-pad. But you do have to make a couple sacrifices if you want to have the exact specs of the original. I mean, the D-pad's the same size. The D-pad on the Game Boy Advance was small. D-pad on the Game Boy Advance would occasionally have some false diagonals. So while making it as accurate as possible, I feel like they may have taken some of the flaws. But if you can get this, I mean, retail price of $80-ish with shipping, but if you can get it for $50 on sale, I think you can kind of overlook that to have a modern Game Boy Advance in your hands. And it is super cool. Get out of here, Indigo. Now, just to refresh your memory, here's what the original one looks like. Not too bad for 2001. But it is 2025. Oh no, it's the Foo Fighters. Gonna get copyright striked. Heck, you guys don't want to watch me play football all day? How about you watch a sponsored ad from UGREEN? Huh? Gotta pay the bills somehow. UGREEN, who we already know from their line of charging devices, has launched a bunch of new stuff at CES this year, including an AI NAS and new chargers, and new PC peripherals. Pretty cool. Let's take a look. Now, the main star of the UGREEN booth this year was AI NAS. UGREEN has partnered with Intel to create a line of AI NAS devices that can solve all of your data issues, like limited storage, privacy concerns, and file transfer speed. And you can access your data remotely from your phone, tablet, laptop, TV, or heck, maybe even a retro handheld. So what can you do with the UGREEN NAS? It works like your very own game backup library. It has a maximum storage capacity of up to 160 terabytes. That's a lot. And it can reach download speeds of up to 2,500 megabytes a second. Now that's equivalent to downloading 1 terabyte of files in about 10 minutes. The new NAS Sync IDX 6011 is equipped with the exceptional Intel Core Ultra 5 processor, providing powerful performance with 14 cores, 18 threads, and a turbo frequency up to 4.5 gigahertz. Another cool thing about the UGREEN AI NAS is that they come equipped with AI large language models. This means you can ask the system a question in your own natural language, like, "Where's all my stuff?" and it'll give you a detailed response. You don't have to type it in special. You don't have to know Boolean operators. You don't have to be an old SQL pro. You just ask it a normal question and it'll tell you. Now, the AI NAS was the main focus of the show, but UGREEN also had some other exciting new products, and oh, by the way, they've updated some of the old classics. The first one is the world's first 500-watt GAN charger, which can charge 6 devices simultaneously at high power levels. They also have a Thunderbolt 5 dock, which can provide up to 120 gigabits per second out for the best display experience possible. It also has 13 ports, all the way from a 3.5 audio jack to display out to USB to SD cards. Basically, you can turn your x86 device into a battle station at your desk with this thing. If you're interested in any of these products, check out our UGREEN link below. And oh, by the way, if you're going to get the NAS, you can get a CES discount of up to $225 off. How do you like them apples? Yeah. So now football looks pretty good, huh? That's what I thought. Should have thrown the ball to the open receiver. Dang it, Zoo. Okay. This time it's going to be a first down. Guaranteed. Yes! Told you. And honestly, playing Game Boy Advance on here is what this is for. You can play all sorts of other systems, and it does a pretty good job of playing other systems. Something about playing Game Boy Advance on this, especially this new Glacier model. Oh, buddy. Huge nostalgia. Well, unfortunately, nostalgia for how the Browns have played since 1999 as well. Well, Gary, it's time for What Did We Learn? And we learned that there's not a ton of changes with this latest 34XX besides the colorway. Now, some people had been reporting that their review units came with an updated operating system. And so I looked into it and doggone it. Anbernic released a new version of stock OS for the 34XX just a couple days ago. Now, they must have been in such a hurry to get old Zoo his, they forgot. But real quick, there are a couple just minor improvements. So in addition to all those generic optimizations you get, like increased stability, they changed the brightness settings. So you have 8 different levels instead of 5, which is good. They added support for Pico 8. How about that? You could have Pico 8 on there if you switch to a custom firmware like I did with my other one, but it's available on stock now, which is neat. They updated some emulators. For instance, PPS's PPP is now 1.18.1. Pretty cool. And finally, they added a feature where the device itself can act as a hotspot for NetPlay. It's kind of a feature that's been available in custom firmware, but it's neat to see it for stock. I'll give them that. So yeah, basically the main change about this, the only real change, is the color. It is damn near spot on to the original. And if you had a Glacier Game Boy Advance and are even the least bit nostalgic, this could be a great pickup for you. The form factor is already super striking. It's super authentic. Like, I was playing this guy in the airport, getting ready to go to CES. I had 2 people walk up to me and said, "Is that Game Boy Advance?" I said, "No, it's better." And I showed them what it could do. And they were both like, "Holy crap, how do I buy one?" So I gave them my business card because I was on the way to CES. I had a lot of business cards. And hopefully, maybe you're watching right now. Random guys from the airport. Hello, it's me, your old buddy Zoo, from the airport. Anyway, if you are nostalgic for this form factor and this original color, then, I mean, this could be the one to push you over the edge if you didn't already take the plunge on the indigo or the other colors available. It's pretty neat. And if you want to be like those fellas from the airport and grab one of these, please consider using one of our affiliate links. Helps keeps the lights on. You know, I have to do UGREEN commercials in the middle of a 34XX video. Things are dire. We spend a lot at the casinos. Please help us. Anyway, if you like the video, remember to like and subscribe and all that jazz, and we'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.